Will Barry's legs hold out? Kenny's going well. It looks as if Ron Haslam's got away first, but there seems to be a bit of a kerfuffle about Eddie Lawson can't get it going. Randy Mamola also can't get his bike going, so two of the top Americans seem to be in trouble right away. Both Eddie Lawson and Randy Mamola in trouble, but another American definitely charging hard. That is Fast Freddie Spencer. Fast Freddie Spencer charging down the inside now into the first corner. Elbows out Ron Haslam. Ron Haslam drops back to second place. Raymond Roche, the Frenchman, trying an inside line. Honda's in the first four positions. Kenny Roberts is fifth, and there is Eddie Lawson. Eddie Lawson's bike being pushed away. The V4 will not start, and Eddie Lawson undoubtedly out of it after a fine practice performance. But he's going to be a very disappointed young Californian. So now into the car park section, the section of the racetrack not used in the big 24-hour car race. And it is Freddie Spencer, 21 years old, from Shreveport, Louisiana, being chased by Langley Mills' Ron Haslam. Virginio Ferrari very well up there. There we saw Barry Sheen, Barry in about 8th place. Steve Parrish in the middle of that pack. The Britons, Steve Parrish, Keith Ewan and Chris Guy qualified 15th, 16th and 17th. So plenty of Britons in this race, lots of interest. But Ron Haslam, the leading Briton at the moment, lying second to this man, Freddie Spencer. One of four Hondas entered for the race, but one of those Hondas, the Japanese rider Takazubi Katayama, has pulled out. Katayama crashed in South Africa. We saw it on World of Sport, and he isn't truly fit. And Ron Haslam being challenged by number 35. But there is Lawson, and there is Eddie Lawson from Upland, California, talking to the legendary Giacomo Agostini, his team manager. An unhappy young man, Eddie Lawson, out of the race. But leading Freddie Spencer, second Ron Haslam. Kenny Roberts seems to be charging quite hard. Barry Sheen in about 8th place. Just caught the number 7 on his back. Freddie, characteristic style as he breaks down into that corner. Raymond Roche went straight on there. Raymond Roche stuck out his leg. I think the bike probably seized, and he is out of the race. So Kenny Roberts moves up one. Kenny Roberts second in South Africa after a slow start. A reasonable start from Kenny today. And the rest of the field, almost 40 starters in this race. Second round of the World Championship. Remember, it all started in South Africa. A bit of a wheelie there from Freddie. 3-cylinder Honda 500. Produces, well, the Honda factory won't tell you. I guesstimate about 125 brake horsepower, maybe a little bit more. 6-speed gearbox. And there is Freddie, takes a look behind him. And he sees that Kenny Roberts has moved up into 3rd place behind Ron Haslam. Marco Lucanelli is 4th, and the rest are now dropping back. Barry Sheen in the middle of that bunch. And also Keith Ewan going well. I think I caught the sight of Keith Ewan with a big H on his back. Keith Ewan with Barry Sheen in about 6th or 7th place. There's Ron Haslam. Head down style of Rocket Ron, the Langley Mill flyer. Promoted this year to the Honda first team, to the Grand Prix team from Honda Britain, where he did sterling work back past the pits. Kenny Roberts now moving up a little bit. Kenny Roberts in 3rd place. He's the danger man. Kenny, in his last year of World Championship racing, he says, won the title 3 times. He'd really like to go out this year with a 4th and final victory. He may carry on racing in America, that's not certain. And Kenny's trying down the inside to take 2nd place. Thinks better of it there into the Chapel corner. Now the acceleration down to the Museum corner. The rest of the field stringing through. And again, Barry Sheen just going through our picture. Remarkable performance of Barry Sheen, really. He should be on crutches still. And a very heavy head cold Barry had this morning. Wasn't looking forward to the race at all. And now we have a challenge from Kenny Robertson. Very cleanly goes through into 2nd place. Ron Haslam is demoted to 3rd, but still the leader is Freddie Spencer. Ron not giving up. He's hanging on to the tail of that Yamaha. So it's Honda first, Yamaha second. Oh, and there, Randy Mamola is out. And yes, Franco Ancini is out as well. Franco, well, what a bad day for the HB Suzuki team. There's Freddie, bike number 3, and Kenny is closing. Kenny Roberts is closing. Ron has dropped back, and there is Lucanelli on bike number 5. So Kenny Roberts making a real charge now. 31 years old, 10 years the senior of Freddie Spencer. 3-cylinder Honda versus 4-cylinder Yamaha. The V4 Yamaha, and a bit of a twitch on there. Brand new frame for the V4 Yamaha this year, and a rather unconventional one at that. And Kenny is like a cat ready to pounce, and I just saw the back wheel come off the deck as he braked hard, cranks it over to the right, and then along the fast sweeping right-hander, which is the pits here at Le Mans. And Kenny looks for all the world if he's going to try around the outside, and he's done it. Kenny Roberts has gone into the lead. Just wait as they come under the bridge. Yes, it is Kenny Roberts in the lead. Freddie Spencer is second. Already they're overtaking back markers, and Kenny Roberts, the man from the Napa Valley in California, is in the lead. Second, Freddie Spencer. On there, Didier de Rodriguez out of the race. The young Belgian, his first ever 500 race on a Honda. He's out of it. There is Kenny against Freddie. America really has bred a very fine crop of riders in the last 5 or 6 years. 4 of them qualified well in this race. And there Barry Sheene going for our picture. Barry in about seventh place on the Mark 8 stand of heavyweight Suzuki. Unlike those factory bikes which we've seen have retired from the race, Barry has got a bike which you or I could go out and buy for about £12,000. There is Freddie. Fine action shot of Freddie. Shifts his weight across. And where is Kenny Roberts? Kenny is in trouble. Kenny's dropped back, and Freddie Spencer has retaken the lead. Well, I can't tell what's happened to Kenny Roberts. He's still in there. It looks as if the third place man, Ron Haslam, is closing up. Well, Kenny's still going strongly enough. Maybe just got a wobble on. Maybe the engine started to miss a beat. So a change in the lead, and it is Marco. Marco Lucanelli is now third, has overtaken Ron Haslam. So a complete change in the top 4. Freddie Spencer there, and Marco challenges for third. And Marco Lucanelli goes past, and Kenny Roberts coming past me now, and there is definitely a change in the engine note. Perhaps a problem with the exhaust system. Kenny has kept his head down, so he's keeping going. Freddie Spencer in the lead then. Another little bit of the twitch. He breaks into that difficult left-hander. Cranks the bike over. Pours on the power. Pops a nice wheelie. A little bit of showmanship from this quiet, learned-looking young man. Freddie Spencer is first. Second then, Marco Lucanelli. Third, Kenny Roberts. Ron Haslam on my lap chart. He's in 4th place now. Keith Ewan going very well. Keith in about 5th or 6th place. Barry Sheene about 7th. And now Marc Fontaine attacking Kenny Roberts. And Marc Fontaine, the Frenchman who raced so strongly against Ron Haslam in South Africa, has demoted Kenny Roberts, both on Yamaha V4s, one run by the French importer, the other directly by the Japanese factory. And they are neck and neck along the straight. Through that fast right-hand flick, Fontaine still holding it. Kenny Roberts drops in behind him. So Kenny Roberts still going strongly, but with the engine not sounding as good as it was. And now, in the closing stages, Freddie Spencer carving his way through the back markers. Fast Freddie Spencer, heading for his 2nd World Championship win of the season. His 4th win in his short career in Grand Prix racing. He only joined the World Championship circuit just a year ago, and Freddie Spencer wins it and popped the most massive wheelie. Freddie Spencer is the winner of the French Grand Prix here at Le Mans. Waiting for the second man, it should be Marco Lucanelli, and there, Marco Lucanelli is second, a Honda 1-2. And out of your picture, Ron Haslam comes home third. So a Honda 1-2-3. Kenny Roberts got back into 4th place. I see Keith Ewan is 5th. Marc Fontaine is 6th. And Barry Sheene, well done, Barry. 7th place for Barry Sheene, but a fantastic Honda 1-2-3 in the French Grand Prix.